No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Next one I have is the Sulphur Springs Road. It's on Sulphur Springs, about 1,200 feet east of Lottsville.
Can we get a motion? Motion. All in favor? Aye.
That bridge will interfere with schools. So Tim,
Yes, we're going to have to work around our scheduling on that one,
all
for
right,
sure.
Sound great. All right.
Okay.
Next time
Tim.
all right, request to advertise for on-site natural gas improvements in support of Project Pine. These are the,
Motion.
Got a motion?
Is that second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
all right, next item I have is the task order number 3 under the General Services Agreement for Wagner Engineering to do the West Madison County Environmental Infrastructure Needs Analysis. This is,
I'll move on that. Is there a second?
That question will second.
Yeah, what does it mean to, what does it mean to say needs?
to support new growth in areas that don't have sewer at the moment. We're going to determine how to expand sewer services and to provide the best economic advantages for us.
Right now, in the West Madison area, they have a lagoon
Yeah.
that is in danger of falling over into the Big Black River. So this would be an excellent time now to look and see what's best. Replace the lagoon or find a way to get them transmission lines to Beatty's Bluff, which opens up much more land for development and houses if we're able to do that, as opposed to just repairing, the lagoon. Okay, so that's what it's all about. Okay, there was a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next item is we have been asked to acknowledge the appraisal that CMU has gotten for a new well on Stout Road. We're acknowledging this based on this being in support of Project Pine and that the money coming through us, but they've got an independent appraisal, and we just want to acknowledge their appraisal.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
All right, final item I have is a engineering design services contract for the second phase of Bozeman Road from Reunion Parkway up to Gluckstadt. This would be, with Neil Schaefer, it would be for a fee not to exceed $469,500.
Make a motion for approval?
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks.
Weeks planning and zoning?
Good morning again. The first item I have is Madison County School District. This is a request to go to the board directly on a rezoning. This property is currently zoned, I think, R1 residential, and to place a school, they want to build a new school, it would have to go to special use 1. Due to the time constraints on this project, they would like to go directly to the board for a July 6th hearing. And Richard Burge and a gentleman, Patrick Corbett with Yates, are here if you want to discuss with them what the project's going to look like.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second the motion to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Mr. President, I have item number 70 here for your consideration, and I wanted to take this one because I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on it. Got a call from Mr. Barry Hassel. He's the attorney for the Samuel H. Stockett Property Trust. They were here back in 2006. I believe the August meeting of the Board of Supervisors. They presented a revised master development plan for out Lake Caroline area, Lake Caroline in 22. Well, on that amended master development plan, there was clearly an area, and I think probably the purpose of their revision was to include some commercial property out on Highway 22 between the actual highway and where the residential subdivision starts. Says commercial property on there, but I've researched the planning and zoning minutes where that was approved. I've researched the board minutes, and there was no clarification as to which type of commercial property that was, whether it was, and by the way, at the time, the ordinance, there were only two designations for commercial property, was C1 or C2. Well, C2 states that it is designed for high-traffic use on a major thoroughfare or a highway. Well, obviously, that's what we're talking about, is Highway 22. So I think, if asked, my opinion would be that that's certainly what fits that particular property and that particular commercial use. But they are here asking for a clarification because that was not spelled out in the previous approval, and that they want the board to know and confirm that that's their intended use, is for that property to be C2 designation.
And
So-
we've discussed this.
Yes, I've discussed this with Mike, obviously, yes, and he agrees that we've agreed that that's what they needed to do. This is not a reason